Hello everyone, welcome in today. We're going to be doing a quick Bucs episode. These are the two videos I couldn't save, so we're going to recap them. As you can see, the Tennessee Titans took on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and we got manhandled in this game. Nothing about it went well. We're going to look at stats quick. So, as you can see here, we lost this game 73-16. It was embarrassing. Nothing went well. We couldn't stop their run game. We couldn't stop turning the ball over. If you look at the stats, I mean, honestly, we didn't look that bad if you just look at stats. We were able to put up 142 yards on the ground, 280 yards through the air. I mean, it really looked like we had a good offensive showing, but turnovers just killed us in this one. And, a lot of that is me still getting used to Madden, I'll admit that. But probably the most impressive stat from this game is the fact that the Tennessee Titans were able to rush for 267 yards against us. We could do nothing to slow them down. Derrick Henry was a beast in this, and you'll see that when we show his stats. And I mean, as you look through, and I'm going to leave this on the screen so you can look at it, but turnovers, we had 5, they had none. That's the difference in this game. If we don't turn the ball over, we might be able to win this one. I can honestly say that I was pretty embarrassed by the final score of this game. Like I said, I just played horrible, and really, the stats are going to show that I played terrible, and it's nobody's fault but my own. You'll see I started playing backup quarterback, so we're going to switch over, and I'm going to start showing you some individual player stats now. So we're going to start off talking about Jimmy Garoppolo. He threw 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and he was kind of pulled a little quick. I think I got frustrated too early. He went 5 for 12 in this game, so I mean, it's not like he was good. However, I think I rushed pulling him out of this game a little bit. I got Carson out there, and I really wasn't overly impressed with Carson Wentz. However, he didn't do terrible. He finished his day with 17 of 31 as far as completions went, for 197 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He never really established himself. He didn't play bad. However, I don't think his level was that much above what I would have gotten out of Jimmy Garoppolo had I kept playing him, looking back on it. But it was a valuable learning experience. I got Carson out there, and I got to see what he can offer us. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about Clayton Tune, who played. He was okay. He finished 5-9. He threw a pick. He didn't really get a whole lot of playing time. He just doesn't feel like a guy I really want to keep using all the time. I just am not that comfortable with him. His scrambling is nice, but I feel like his throwing lacks something. I mean, really all of our quarterbacks do though, so it shouldn't be that big of a surprise that I struggled. We'll see. We're going to flip it over to the running backs now. So as you look at their stats, A.J. Dillon really wasn't effective at all. He averaged 2.8 yards a carry. He had 80 yards on 29 carries. It wasn't a good day. I really was frustrated with our running game all day. That's really all I have to say on that. We couldn't do anything on the ground. Receiving-wise, we had some pretty good individual statistics. Chris Godwin went for 9 and just over 100 yards. He didn't get in the end zone, but he had a good day. Cade Otton took 5 for like 70 yards. That was a good day. Mike Evans caught 5 balls. Russell Gage caught 3. Honestly, receiving was okay. Here's the stats. I'm just going to let you look at them quick. Now, looking at the defense, I'm going to let you look at just some of the stats. We didn't really have too many standouts. I started pulling guys and playing some backups later in this game. Stats are just kind of what they are on defense, but I'm going to take this time right here while the stats are on the screen and you want to look at it a little bit. Just explain kind of a little bit more. Once again, if you haven't seen it, the reason this episode's in this format is because I lost the footage for this game and the next one. So they're going to be combined with no footage. It sucks. I'm not happy about it. I can't do anything about it without delaying the series for weeks, and I have family coming in town, so as it is next week, or maybe as you're seeing this, it already may be a little slow on the channel just because I have, like I said, family in town. So between my full-time job and the family and traveling a little bit with them, the commitments are going to be a little hard for me to be able to get a ton of videos out this week. I'm going to try. Like I said, this week might be a little bit shallow on videos. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, and next time I can plan a little bit sooner so that way we don't have to worry about it. I'll have the videos pre-ready, and all I'll have to do is hit make them live. So that's something I'm going to work on in the future. Here's just some more stats. Like I said, that's really it. We're going to flip it over to the Titans, and I'm going to show off their statistics. Ryan Tannehill is phenomenal today. He had 3 touchdowns, no picks, about 250. He went 10 of 13 passing. It was an amazing day from him. Honestly, I really couldn't expect anything more of Ryan Tannehill. Derrick Henry was phenomenal. You can see his yards. You can see the fact he had 4 tutties. He was amazing. He won Player of the Week off of this game. So that's it. I'm just going to kind of, like I said, the stats are going to show. That's it for the Titan stats. We're going to flip it over now to the San Francisco 49ers game the following week in week 3. As you can see, we lost this game as well, 39 29-15. However, this game was a lot closer than what it looks at the end. They kind of blew us out at the end of the fourth quarter. Once again, I had stupid turnovers and started pressing. It's everything that I need to learn. Overall, our rush offense was terrible again. I mean, we just need to find a way to get our offensive line moving and get our running backs going. Passing, we were okay. We had 229 yards, but the 49ers were fantastic. They didn't throw the ball a whole lot, but they had plenty of yards on the ground. They were just efficient and effective, and we really couldn't do anything to stop them. So let's take a quick look at some of the stats, and then we're going to end this episode early today. As you can see, Jimmy played the whole game today. He went and he threw 1 touchdown, 2 picks. He was effective up until the end of the game. Once I started pressings when he threw the picks, he really was pretty good today overall. He had good yardage, he had good control of the ball, and we got our first passing touchdown of the season, so I was happy to see that. As you can see, when we look at the running stats, we were completely ineffective again. A.J. Dillon's probably going to start seeing some carries getting reduced. I really was hoping the power element would help, but so far, he's been super ineffective. I just can't leave him out on the field. I can't justify it anymore. Receiving wise, Chris Godwin had himself a day, 12 catches, well over 100 yards. He didn't get the touchdown, but that was a great day from him. Mike Evans also had himself a strong day, and Russell Gage as well. The touchdown that we had went to Cade Otton, but it was his only catch of the game. Defensively, KJ Britt led us in tackles, followed by Levante David, Eli Ricks, Brian Branch. Really, our defense was solid today. I'll take it. It felt like something we could build on, and I think we'll be able to keep moving forward and improve that aspect of our team and keep building on it. As you can see here, next week we're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills, followed by the Houston Texans. Both of those will be in one episode. One will likely consist of highlights. The other one will consist of most of the gameplay. That's the way we're going to do it going forward. I just think it's the best way to do it. Now, looking ahead, we have some injuries to talk about. We lost Shaq Barrett, and he's going to be out for quite a while for us, along with Ryan Jensen. He's going to miss 3 weeks. We're also missing middle linebacker Devin White, and then Forrest Lamp, who started the season at left guard. That's part of the reason why I turned down the injury sliders. No matter what I did and what I tried to do in every game, injuries were just piling up left and right. I want injuries, but I don't want them to be a running theme in the series. So I feel like it's the right thing to do to turn them down, and we're going to have to build the next few weeks without these guys. So next week, like I said, it's the Buffalo Bills. They're 2-1. We're 0-3. We have not been off to a good start so far this season. I look forward to bringing this series to you a little bit more regularly now that I think I have all of my issues figured out. I'm really looking forward to developing this team and starting to show off the draft class, which, as I've mentioned, comes from our Kent Williams Carousel Dynasty on College Football Revamped, or NCAA 14. And those players right there are already basically in there. I'm still going through, and now I'm just kind of customizing, making them look right. The names are in there. I made sure to have like basic things about them correct, like quarterbacks. I wanted roundabout right throw power, roundabout right athleticism, stuff like that. So now I didn't look at any development traits. I made sure that those development traits were never looked at. If I had to go over to that screen at all, I looked at the very bottom and hit up, so that way I came from the bottom up and I never got to see it. That's the biggest thing to me, is I don't want to see the dev traits. That needs to be a surprise, no matter what, good or bad. And now, like I said, it's just all about making sure they are looking right. Basically, get their skin tones right, get some accessories right, make them look like the guys we've seen in the series. This right here concludes this episode. I'd like to thank you for watching. Next week, we're going to get back into this properly with 2 games. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe. I'm out.
And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it.